Gun Reviews with Brett, I'm going to do a full breakdown review of the Browning Maxus 2 Wicked Wing. Let's get started. When it comes to accessories, it's nice when you buy a shotgun and it has a case with it. Now, this isn't one you want to put through the airport or anything, but if you need to store it away or you're moving, they are very nice to have. On one side of the case, it has a really nice foam side. It also has the instruction manual, extra shims. Of course, it has the lock. It has the key for your choke tube. Has 2 extra spacers for your buttstock. And this gun does come with 3 choke tubes. 2 of them have casings because the other one, the third one, actually will be on your barrel when you buy it. And it's cool that they actually have containers for the choke tubes. Another very cool thing about this case, it's not just for storage. You can actually take it out with you when you're going to the range or anything like that. You can break your gun down, put it into the case, but it has these slots right here where you can actually put your chokes in the cases or just simply lay your chokes down. So the case does have an actual function. When it comes to the chokes, it comes with an improved, modded, and a full. And they made these look like duck bands or geese bands. These are Invector chokes. So these chokes are very, very good. They're not just cheap ones that you get with any, I would say, affordable semi-automatic shotgun. Starting out talking about the creature comforts, you can see it has a beautiful Cerakote finish on the barrel and the receiver. And it is a quality coating. Now, if you don't want the Cerakote finish, the regular Maxus 2, you can get that in full camo. But that was one big thing for me on aesthetics and looks was the Cerakote finish. Bolt has a nickel Teflon finish. It helps out the lubrication process. It helps out with it going back and forth whenever it's being fired. Also helps out on resisting corrosion. You don't see that on every shotgun, every semi-auto out there. So it's a nice extra that they put into the Maxus 2 Wicked Wing. The Maxus 2 Wicked Wing also has front rubber grips and a rear rubber grip, and it is a quality rubber, so you don't have to worry about like other inexpensive shotguns that may have rubber that it's going to fall off, peel, or get worn out super fast. Another thing that the Maxus 2 Wicked Wing has is a cheek pad, and it is a very quality pad. You can see I'm pressing down. You can see it is soft on the top over here. It is stiffer here, but your cheek is going to primarily be right on top here. So that helps out with the recoil whenever you're holding it tight to your shoulder. Another cool thing is this flat spot. Now, if you need it shortened down for any reason, you can take it to a gunsmith and they can actually cut this down for you. The Maxus 2 Wicked Wing also has an oversized charging handle, so it's easier to grip out in the field. Another cool thing about the Maxus 2 Wicked Wing is the trigger guard. They actually beveled this in and widened it out, so it's easier to load and reload your shells. You're not going to get hung up on anything really jagged. There's no jagged edges on the trigger guard. Something else that's really cool about this is the tube stop lever. Now, let's say you have triple BB loaded up and you're going after some big old geese. And then all of a sudden, here comes some ducks. Now, you don't want to use that triple BB on those ducks. All you got to do is flip this lever and it stops the shells in your tube from cycling into the chamber. Then what you do is you take out the shell you have in your chamber, and then you put in your lighter load and you're ready for those ducks. Let me show you the other side when you flip the switch. So if you look right there at a little Cerakote finish on the inside, you flip the switch, and that little foot is gonna hold that shell that's in the tube, so it will not cycle into the chamber. Also, Browning put in a speed loading system in the Maxus too. Now, if you're loading it up in the morning, you lock your bolt back, and then you put your first shell through the bottom, your bolt will automatically slam shut, and at the same time, cycling that shell into the chamber without having to press a button. For instance, if you're out there, you're shooting, boom, 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 all of a sudden you push this back, load one through the bottom, and then all of a sudden this will slam shut and cycle another round in there. So you'll have 4 shots if you only have 3 in here, pretty quick and easy. And then just put the other 2 in the bottom. It's a lot faster than just simply having to do the complete cycle again, where you have to get it open, dump one through the side, and then push the button to close it. This way you just lock it back, put one through the bottom, it will automatically close and have that next shell that you just put into the tube ready to go. The shells you can put into the Browning Maxus 2 Wicked Wing, you can go from 2 3/4 to 3 inch to 3 1/2. Let's talk about this raised rail. If you look from this spot right here where it sits, you can see it goes higher, then it goes lower. Why is that important? Well, it all is about this right here, this middle bead. So when Browning designed this gun, the Maxus 2, they made this raised rail at a perfect height, but with that middle bead, that center bead right there, when you hold one of these, it's easy to line that up with your optic on the end over here. Also, the bolt. The bolt is super fast. So every time you are shooting this gun after ducks, pheasants, or geese, it is gonna rapid fire that quick every time. Now, when it comes to the trigger guard, you can see it is extended out. So if you're using gloves, let's say it's too cold and you have to wear gloves, you have plenty of room here. Your safety is back right here versus up here or up here. Why is this important? Well, it's got a very loose safety. Not loose enough to where it's not unsafe, but loose enough to where it's easily to push in. The way they designed this is to have this trigger right here and your safety right here. So you can actually fire how you're supposed to with a fingertip. So if you're on the geese and you're getting ready to shoot, you can simply press down like that, and then with your fingertip, hit the trigger. And the trigger is super crisp. There's no lag, there's no squishiness, no nothing like that. Very crisp trigger. Another thing with the Browning Maxus 2 Wicked Wing, it is really well balanced. It's not super heavy, it's not super light. The weight is perfect. And with everything together, the grips, how the bolt works, all the action, the sights, when you line up, it's so quick, very quick. Line that bead up on the end with your optic. Now let's go ahead and cycle this back, bring it forward. That easy. With everything that it has and everything that I've noticed, and I didn't even talk about the cap. The cap is so easy to pull off. See how it's easy like that? You can hear me just click it. It's easy to tighten back up, which a lot of caps out there sometimes are tough. Why? Well, they can get so tight to where you need a pair of pliers or channel locks to pull them off. So this is perfect if you need to break it down in the field as well. What would my initial grade be for the Browning Maxus 2 Wicked Wing? A++. You gotta go with the Browning Maxus 2 Wicked Wing. It is simply awesome. Again, You always want the right tool for the job. This is the proper tool for waterfowl or turkey or pheasants, and the Bible is the proper tool that you need in your life. If this video helped you guys out, please give the channel a like, subscribe. Until next time, God bless you and have a great day.